so we can all lose. And Dee Martin, you want to introduce yourselves and what's your topic about today?
All right. So my name is Dee Martin. I want to thank Sadon. I want to thank Matt. Now, what Blake at?
He's at a dentist appointment.
He got a tooth pulled.
No wonder his window not broke this time. So
No.
all right. So my name is Dee Martin. I always say it's Dee Martin, aka the real Dee Martin, and I'm happy to be here. We got any vets? Anybody was in the military? All right. What service you was in? Army. Thank you for your service. I'm a Marine. I'm glad y'all had me. This is my second time. The second time y'all hosted this. What I want to talk about, like getting to know who you are as a person and getting to know your customer. Like whenever you're dealing with people, it's so easy to say, okay, this is what I sell and this is why you should buy it. But you should say, okay, let me put myself into this situation and wonder, like, this person, some people, they was born with money. So it's like they go straight into, okay, well, I feel like I got the money, they have the money. But the truth is, a lot of people like me, and I'm pretty sure people in this room, you wasn't born with money, so it's like, you take your money very serious because where you put your money is where your heart is. And if your heart is not convinced that it should spend its money there, what would you not do? 9 times out of 10. You'd be like, nah, I don't think I should do that. There's been so many situations. I was dealing with a company up in Chattanooga. I was ready to literally I was ready to start, but I didn't know my why. I didn't know why am I spending my money with this company. And if you don't know that, then that's what's gonna stop a lot of people from buying from you. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about how to sell confidently, like what y'all do production. So whenever you're doing business with people, like you might be dealing with a bigger company. Okay, what'll get them is they know it's thousands of people who do production, right? So they'll say, okay, so what separates you from these people? Like what makes you different? And that's what we gotta hone in on. Like how you do cleaning. I can pay my mama $20 or my cousin somebody to come clean my house, right? So you got to be able to separate yourself. So that's what I want to talk about. And I want y'all to introduce yourself. Not like as in your business, but like what you, like when I meet you, not the business, but your brand. So I want to ask you this. As your cleaning company, who are you as a person outside of your cleaning company? When I see your work, you as a person, who are you?
Okay, I know it was ready. Who am I as a person? I think the main things that makes me who I am is my honesty, my integrity, my hard work ethics, my ability to be able to find the right answers if I don't have them. Quick story, for the first time when I was cleaning tile floors, I said, okay, I think I got the skill. I think I got the knowledge. So I went and cleaned the customer's tile. And I was not satisfied because my expectation is much more higher than my customers. You know, they can look at it and say, oh, it looks good. For me, it's like, no, I think I could do better. You know, so anyhow, I cleaned it. I wasn't satisfied. I told the customer, I said, you know what, I'm gonna come back because this doesn't look right. And he looked at me and he said, okay. I came back with the right tools, more resources. And the first thing he told me, he said, I like that. He said, you told me that you was gonna come back and do it right. I like that. But one thing for me is I don't like redos. I lost money if I do a redo. But I came back because I said, this is my first time and I want to set that impression, the everlasting impression in his head so he'll remember me. And when he told me, he said, I love that you came back and I love that you did that home run, you know, on that tile. And that made me feel good because there are two things with me. What's important for me in business, the money and seeing the customer smile. If the customer ain't smiling, the money ain't gonna mean
Who is the
nothing.
customer?
The customer is the person that recognize that they're gonna get a professional. They're gonna get someone that's dressed right. They're gonna get someone that's knowledgeable. They're gonna get someone with great integrity, and they're gonna have a workhorse ethic of working. And when people see me, they say, ooh, you working so hard, you sweating and everything. I said, this is what I do. Because I learned from the beginning, you know, way before military, you have to put your best foot forward because that's what people are gonna remember. They're not gonna remember the name of the company. They may not even remember how much they paid, but they're gonna remember your face and what you did for them and how you gave your all.
And how you make them feel.
And how you make them feel.
Because you know what the customer wanna feel like? The customer wanna feel like every time, they wanna feel like they the boss. They are the boss. Like like how you say, I asked you who you are, and you told me who you are, you gave me a detailed summary of who you are, and I said, so who is the customer? And you gave me a detailed summary of who the customer is, right? So now you know yourself. You know, like you've been 1995, right? I was born in 92, so you've been doing this a long time. Okay, so now you know who you are, you know who you dealing with, you know who the boss is, make something. So why do you want to move forward? What's pushing you on to, you're a soldier, so what's pushing you on to the next mission? Like what got you say, okay, well after all this, now I'm ready to grow?
What's pushing me forward is that I look at my industry and I say I bring great value.
In what way do you feel like outside of your competition, in which way do you think you bring value? Like what's different about you besides the fact that you clean?
The details. It's the detail. It's to hitting the corners. It's the baseboards. Most guys, when they clean carpet, they don't think about that baseboard. That baseboard is dirty.
My baseboard is dirty. My house new.
And what's going to happen is the customer gonna look at the carpet. The carpet look good, and guess what? They look upward. You know, like a woman. A woman gonna look at a man's shoes, and she look upward, and she gonna be like, your shoes are toe up. You know, and then she look at your face, and then she kind of like, can he take care of himself? Because the shoes are messed up. So with the baseboard, they see dirt on the baseboard, they looking like, man, I gotta clean them baseboard. But if you clean them, guess what they're saying? That never happened before. You went way beyond the last guy.
You went the extra mile.
You went the extra mile. And it don't take much to wipe a baseboard. You can take your wand, take the attachment off, and then vacuum that baseboard, because all it is dry soil and dust. It'll come up real easy.
Construction film, that's
right.
all it is.
So when they see that, they're so happy that you went that extra mile. You may even get a tip. Some people are so
referral. That's the most important.
Yeah, you get a referral. You get a big hug. It's a wonderful thing when you make somebody happy, because you're in a help business. When you're in a help business, whatever they call you for, that's what you're supposed to be helping them with.
Yeah. So this man, he know we're gonna give him a hand clap, y'all.
Yeah.
This man, he's been 1995. So you work with them, and you like a freelancer, right?
Well, I've been an advertising person in various roles. I realize it's hard to ask me what my goals are as a person who's on sabbatical.
I don't even know what sabbatical is. Like, I don't even know what that is.
That's when you take a year off to find yourself.
Oh man, yeah. I done that.
It's not especially intentional. I'm learning how to analyze private securities now. Because I need to be on the investment side. I need to be something that can scale.
So a lot of startups.
Well, startups can scale.
I won't mind the scale, so we might need to talk.
But there are other kinds of, there are lifestyles and there are startups. And people here are maybe more oriented toward a great lifestyle. Because it's not exactly a startup capital. I'd be living in San Francisco if I wanted to
truly startup.
To have my hands in that gambit. So I'm looking for arbitrage opportunities. So securities analysis is really good. You can do it from anywhere, a laptop, computer. And we'll see what happens.
So that's who you are? Just the person who's ready to go?
Oh, who I am?
Yeah.
This is funny.
You goofy. I know that. You're a goofy person. I like that.
I'm goofy, but I'm serious about this too. It's interesting to be in a position where you have the luxury of reinventing yourself. So I'm in this sort of interesting, luxurious moment that's also a bit terrifying.
Lose yourself to find yourself.
You can.
You're in a rebuilding process. Yeah, you're in a rebuilding. That's good.
It's been interesting 11 months.
11 months?
10 or 11, whatever it was, when I moved here on May 21st of last year.
Man.
Yeah, so we're coming up.
And what made you move to Mississippi?
I got those kids. I need that lifestyle.
Or your slower lifestyle?
Yeah. I got one stroller here and the kid's bag and dragging two kids up subway stairs.
You know how you fix it? I got a vasectomy to kind of fix that. It's like you got stir steps.
We're past that now.
Yeah, well,
it's already in it.
I mean, how old are they?
I got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Oh wow, yeah, attitude and confusion. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't do that in a big city. Do it in Mississippi.
Yeah, it's the best place to go.
It's a great place. Now I've rolled up into a parking lot like a boss. I'm cracking my kids out of the back. We're going into a big store with air conditioning.
Yeah, you went in there. Well, I'm glad you came to Mississippi. It's a great place to pay taxes and don't see nothing out of it. But great state. But I want to ask y'all this. So, who are you and who are your customers? So, she looked at you. She looked at you.
I don't know. I mean, we're not prepared for this question right now.
But see, that's the thing about it. Like so many people, what they do is when they try to find themselves, they try to go out and try to find a customer instead of finding themselves. Because the first thing a customer do is when they see you, they first thing they say is, okay, I need to see you in your product. Like you need to be a representation of your product. So I said health and wellness stuff. I need to be small. Like I'm starting to work. I ate a donut, right? So I said to myself, okay, I can eat this donut because that's freedom. I give myself free will. But I know in the gym this evening, when I go to the gym at 3 o'clock, I need to run an extra mile to get rid of that donut. So it's like, if you know yourself, you can love yourself and you can accept yourself. I always say that to know yourself is to love yourself and accept yourself. Because what happens is when you're doing business with people and they don't do business with you, because you're secure in who you are, what you do is it's like, you say, well, I know who I am as a person, and I know what I have to offer to the marketplace. I know the value that I give. So if they don't do business with you, you say, well, that person's not in alignment with who I am as a person. So it's like, no hard feelings, no nothing. It's just like, boom. Because I'm telling you, you have some people, when they first start business, they want to do business with anybody. You ever seen that person who walk around and they have cars in their pocket and they be like, hey, I'm Dee Martin. Hey, my name is Dee Martin. Let's do business. And they realize real quick, dang, like, that person don't match my vibration. I don't want to do business with that person. So if you know who you are as a person, like, even if you don't have a full, clear picture of who you are as a person, you try to do is say, who am I? So make sure this. I see you like long hair, right?
Okay.
That's one thing. That's one. Like, that's simple, because if you didn't, what you would do? You do the big chop. Okay, the next thing. All right, don't you like production?
Yeah.
That's something. That's who you are. You have any kids?
No.
You know? Oh, that's who you are. Give her a hand clap. Everybody else in here have kids except for you. Y'all the smartest people in the room. Smartest people in the room. Do not have kids until you got $3 billion in the bank. You know, 3 nannies. You need some help. All right, so the next thing is, all right, so you like production, you like long hair. Now, what else you like to do?
Travel.
Travel.
What?
That's something. So that's who you are. That makes something. Your customers. Do your customers align with who you are?
Well, I guess so. I mean, I'm working in production now, so I work for other companies. So like, they hire me. I mean, yeah, we work together.
All right. So, but who are they? Who are your customers? Because if you find out who your customers are and then you got long relationships with them, that'll kind of help you find out like who you are as a person. See, y'all can bounce off of each other. So whenever problems arise, what happened is like natural. Like in my marriage, I'm married. I'm 26 years old. All right, my wife. I realized this as I work on me. I used to be real. I used to think that, all right, my wife have to do this in order for me to, you know, like that. It's an old saying. People say, in order to get respect, you have to give respect. I feel like that's a lie. You know, like literally, you don't have to give respect at all, and you don't need to get respect. First thing you need to do is just respect yourself, and that's the only way you respect yourself. You have to know yourself. Everything is perception. So when you're dealing with a company, if you don't know who you are, and if your company not growing, stop. Look in the mirror. Find out who you. If you don't know the person in front of you, like looking at the real Dee Martin. I became the real Dee Martin because last year I was 270 pounds, and I was this big country boy from Southwest Mississippi with Wrangler jeans on and Red Wing boots, and I just had this. I had a big beard, like I'm talking about. You thought I was Arab. People used to ask me, "Are you mixed with Middle East?" They used to think because my beard was like down here, and I would intimidate people because I was this big, talkative, happy. You know, I was friendly, but people like this guy. Some people see you and they be like, "This guy." They get intimidated because for one thing, if you don't know who you are, you give off this vibration like you just spasmate you everywhere. But when you know who you are in like situations that's unethical and situations that's like out of alignment with who you are, what you'll naturally do is you will be able to handle them better. You won't get mad so easily. You won't let stuff piss you off. You'll be more of a humble person. So what I did was, when I didn't know who I was, you know who it took to get me right? Like, you married?
I'm engaged.
All right, you engaged. That's what's gonna help you. What helped me was getting married and like having to find like you know you get married like you can't just. I almost get divorced about 7 times, like going through this whole process. You can't just say, forget you, and you get your bag and you move out. You can't do that when you're married. So marriage grows you up. So what I did was, the doctor was my marriage. The doctor grew me up. I was passing out, doing Madeira Plus. I'm trying to fight my pride. See, pride is what you have to put to the side when you're trying to find yourself. And my wife, she's a telemetry nurse, and she was like, D, this he got high cholesterol. You probably about to get diabetes. And I was like, I ain't studying that. And I paid, go on my Facebook, I passed out one more time. And I was just sitting there. And I was like, man, I said, I'm about to die. Like, I knew, my inner being was telling me, I don't know if you believe in it, I believe in that person behind my head. The person like, hey, we about to shut down. Like, we about to check out of here. My friend had just had a heart attack at 26 years old. I was 25. And some said, D, you might need to listen to this lady. So what I did was, I kind of listened a little bit. I started eating right. And as I started to eat right, my mind started to like, I didn't go to places I used to go. I stopped drinking so much. I started getting right. And in 3 months, I didn't focus, let me tell you something, I didn't focus on who I was. I focused on what I needed to do to find me. So I started eating right. I lost 70 pounds in 3 months. When I lost this weight, I went from D when I was growing up. I was Dee Martin in the clubs. I was a club promoter. Like I could go to any club and just promote it. Kevin Gates, all types of people, when they met me, they knew, hey, that's the man you deal with. I was just telling him, when you went to a bar, you know, you had that funny person you meet at a store or something, you're like, I don't know why, but it's like, that's the guy I need to talk to get something, like get some drugs, anything. I was that person. So I went from D to Dee Martin. And then when I came out on the other side, lost 70 pounds in 3 months, my skin cleared up, everything, I became the real Dee Martin. That's why I always say, hey, my name is D, aka the real Dee Martin. I introduce you to the new me because I found myself. And when you find yourself, I really want you to find yourself, find out who you are, find out who you're dealing with. Because whenever they don't pay you, you won't be like, oh man, like, oh, they haven't paid me, they haven't paid me. It'll have you like, okay, well, something must be wrong. Like, it humbles you as a person. And it'll help you out in your marriage, help you out in your finance, it'll help you out so much. Like, I'm to the point in my life where I could lose my house and it wouldn't bother me. I could lose my son can die. And I feel like it wouldn't bother me as much because I'm a whole different person, because I know who I am. I'm a loving, caring person, and I'll die. I'm Marie. I will die for you. I'll die for everybody in this room. I literally would, because I know one thing. That's my purpose. That's who I am. So when I ask you who you are and who you serving, I don't really mean like who you are. I mean like, what do people get when they meet you? Because what they get when they meet you is where you're gonna do business. Because you can't. I was just telling you this. So I was telling you, it's like when you're doing business, you can fake. If you don't know who you are, people can naturally feel. When they look in your eyes, they can tell this person don't really know. But if you just know your purpose, you don't have to know your business. This man right here, he been in the military. What's the first thing they teach in the military? They want you to get to know. They want to break you down, the old you, to build a new you, right? And when they build you up, what they do is, you find out, man, I can do stuff I never, the real me, the person inside of me can do stuff I never knew. Like you talking to a person, last year I didn't have this watch on. I didn't have these clothes on. I wasn't stuck this. I had money. I didn't care about none of this. I felt like I could go to JCPenney, buy some jeans, I didn't care. But as I found out who I was, I realized, I said, man, I like nice stuff. So what you gotta ask yourself, you gotta say to yourself, okay, yeah, they're gonna pay me $2,000. Yeah, they're gonna pay me $5,000. But what am I worth? I'm telling you, that's something good to work on. Like if you find out who to know yourself is to love yourself and accept yourself. And when you begin to do that, people approach you different. You'll start getting bigger contracts. You're going to a whole nother level of your business. In your marriage, I'm telling you, your marriage is gonna test you. It's like taking an ACT blindfolded with no fingers. A marriage, like anybody in this room, you married, right? I don't care how good it is, your marriage. And I'm telling you something, I want to talk about leadership. Leadership. If you don't know yourself, how can you be a leader? How can you be a CEO if you don't know who you are? See, everybody want to be accountable, like make people accountable. Hey, it's your job to do this. At my house, if the trash not taken out, I just remind them. I say, hey, DJ. I say, now, what's today? Tuesday? You know, kids mind, his mind on noodles and chips, his mind somewhere else. And I'll say, okay, DJ, I say, so what you supposed to do today? Here? Oh, the trash. I say, I already got it. Because it's my job. When everybody else don't do what they supposed to do, it's my job to make sure they do right. So I'm asking you again, make sure one time, what is something about you that makes you you? Who are you? What's some stuff in you that you know, all right, I am very, 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 very good at editing. What's that thing that everybody else kind of have a problem with that you love to do? That you know you're good at?
I mean, I feel like I'm okay at design.
Are you okay or are you good?
Good.
Are you good, right? And never say you're okay. It's a big thing, like, when people like me, my biggest thing was, I'm very confident. Like, I'm not arrogant, I'm confident because I grew up in a situation to where my girl, at 6 years old, my grandma, she made me, like my brother, she knew she had to take care of him, but with me, she was like, okay, you all right. So it's like, when you start working at 6 years old, and you start making money at 6, like, and you had to go knock on people's doors, hey, how you doing, ma'am? My name is Dee Martin, and my name is Dee, and I want to sell you some apples that I picked out of somebody's garden illegally. Just snatched off their tree and started selling apples. Do you know how much confidence that take? Do you know how nervous you is, like, over time? So how you in here right now, you like, that's okay. Because nothing can grow until you start. So when you say, I'm okay, I'm good, no, say I am great. Because that confidence that you push that out with, because see, what if I want to do business with you? And you literally like right now, like this man right here doing cleaning. First time he said cleaning, I'm like, okay, I need cleaning in my house. Mm-hmm. I live in Macomb. Now this man know one thing. If you come to Macomb, what you gonna do? Charge me for traveling, right?
Charge you more.
Charge me more, right? Now if he good at cleaning, do you think I care about that?
No.
Because it's hard to find what? Good quality service, right?
Right.
I come all the way to Madison to get my nails done. I just got done complaining to them how the person gave me monkey fingers. You know how you get your nails done, the person cut too low and your nails peel back? You know what I'm talking about? I drive all the way to Madison. I drive about an hour and a half to get my nails done, my toes done, me and my wife. Because quality counts. The commute don't count. What counts is quality. So people, they'll go over Universal Studios to get to you if they know you're the person that's going to do that extra little thing. So when you know yourself and you know what you present it in a different way. When you find out, okay, this is who I am, this is what I have to offer, you slap your price on the table. And they see you do that with confidence and you just email me back whenever you're ready. They like, she confident, like she knows she has to offer. So when you go home, whenever y'all riding, talk about like, because I know it kind of bothers, it's going to bother me. When somebody asks me the first time, who are you? That bothered, when I read Think and Grow Rich, it had me like, who am I as a person? So that's a big thing you need to ask yourself. And the next thing is, what's your mission? Like, moving on to the next mission, what's your mission in your business? And she's steady looking at you. She looking at you like, next.
What you don't know about me, she was homeschooled since she was born, so I'm a homeschool mom.
Oh, so you like a teacher? Oh, so yeah. And see, that's good though. Say, see, she was your home. See, that's your leader. If a person, anytime a person takes responsibility or something, they're not accountability coach. They're a leader. So, what's your next move as a business owner? Because you as a person is a business.
Well, I'm trying to move up in production. I mean, I want to be a director of photography. That's like end goal. So.
You say you're trying to?
Yeah.
Say I am going to.
I'm going to. Well, okay.
Words or actions, like whatever you say, you gotta think about that. I said right here. It's something I said right here, and I saw the person speaking the first time I came here. Guess what I said? I said, I'm gonna be up here. I said, I believe in words. I believe in words or actions. They are. You gotta believe it. Drake said this. Drake said you gotta own it if you want it. Do you want a company bigger than Universal Studios? You gotta own it. You gotta go around. Yes, my name is, what's your name?
Trina.
My name is Trina, and I'm building one of the biggest. I'm building one of the biggest reality TV studios in the world. You say it, and somebody with a lot of money gonna hear you say that. If they hear it with passion in your voice, guess what they'll do? They say, so what's that idea you was talking about? And they'll look like a normal person. And if you believe it in your heart, I'm telling you, if you believe it, they don't care. I got a guy right now I'm opening a snowball stand with. He my business partner. He said, I don't care what it costs. I'm talking about like $56,000 open up a snowball stand. Some people like $56,000. Some people open up other stuff. What he's doing is, he know I believe in my mission. I'm instead of telling him, hey man, listen, I'm assuring him. So if you build that confidence up in your heart, you want. I listen to a lot of rappers. Listen, Kevin Gates says, if you want $1 million, it may be yours. If you want $1 million, it's gonna be yours. If you want to be the best, whatever it is, you want to be the best wife. I'm gonna tell you, I'm married. I'm standing and say this. I have the best wife in the world. You know why? Because she can handle me. I went searching for somebody who can handle me. You want somebody who can handle you in business. You want somebody who know you, that you are you. If you got something that's bad about you, that you know has been like that forever, you need to know that, accept it, and move on from it. And the people that you meet, let them know, hey, this is who I am, and I'm struggling with this, and I need somebody to help me, even in business. Because I promise you as a person, everybody in this room, you are a business. And I learned that. I used to let people get you distracted from who you are. If you find out who you are and you don't know who you are, people will get you. But if you know who you are deep down, talking about your morals, if you don't believe in God, stand on that. You know, people say, don't let nobody know you don't believe in God. No, you tell them. You say, well, I'm an atheist. I had a friend. He joined the Marine Corps. I sat next to him, Nathan Haskell. Sue me, Nathan. I don't care, I'm using your name. Nathan Haskell sat next to me in class. He had his long hair. He was like gothic or something. He never took showers, wore the Vans, you know. And he's sitting next to me. He was like, Dee, why the hell are you joining the Marine Corps? Like, you're going to be a slave to the man. Like, your people went through too much. You know, he gave me this guy's smart. And then everybody was like, he was like, I don't believe in, he was like, hell, I don't believe in God. And I was like, and everybody was like, you don't believe in God? Says all the people who ain't never read the Bible. This man read the Bible 3 times, front to back. He had a Bible he brought to school, just thick. He had so many sticky notes. He read it. Make something. Can you judge a man who never read the Bible? Who read the Bible 3 times, who just studied it like he studied for the ACT, the SAT? Can you judge him if you never read the Bible once? Would you claim you're a Christian? So let me ask you this: can a person question you if you know who you are, you know what you do, you know what you present, if they ain't even done it? Think about this. Most people who come to you about business, you know what they do? They come to you because they feel like you the expert. But the only way you're going to become an expert, you got to know who you are. Know this man right here is ready to grow. All you need is an investor. That's the only thing you need. If you really want to grow your company, man, all you need is an investor. And the first thing you need is Facebook Live. and Facebook. Get on Facebook, say, hey, I'm looking for an investor to grow my cleaning company. I've been in business since 1995. I can clean it up, come out fresh than a new baby on the grill. Come out new. You ready to grow. This man has a package, and he's looking for a multi-millionaire to help him grow his company. That's all he needs. With you have everything inside of you. See your potential not on the outside yet. This guy Nathan, just like he was trying to talk me out of not believing in God, I was trying to talk him into joining the Marine Corps. I'm telling you how it worked. All right. So he was telling me about the universe. He was telling me about how, man, words are actions, man. You got to be on your vibration. You got to be aligned. I'd be like, damn, man, I'm going to the bar tonight. Like, I was like 16. I used to sneak in the bar. I was tall, had a big beard in high school. And he used to be talking about that. I'd be like, man, I'm telling you, you need to join the Marine Corps. Your ass ain't going to college. Like, you ain't no girl gonna want you. Until he did. All right. He was talking about the universe, talking about being alignment, words are actions and all that. It's so crazy. He was putting them gems in me, and I didn't know nothing about that. But as he told me this stuff, I started using that stuff. I wasn't supposed to graduate high school. I graduated with 1.69. I don't have a mom. I don't have, and this is real. I don't have a mom. I don't have a dad. What you graduated with?
1.69.
Swear. Oh man, I'm telling you my little slogan I say about that when I get done with almost zero count. My wife get mad.
Wait, is that grade point average?
Yes. Yes. But you know what was so crazy? I had all advanced on my state test scores.
Me too.
I took the ACT. I made a 16 with a hangover. I was so drunk off orange juice and Taco Vodka. I was drunk. And on the science part, I did C. When in doubt, see your way out. I made the best on the C on the science part, I guess. Because I said I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna make a 16. And I graduated. I'm gonna tell you why I graduated. I graduated because of him. I graduated 1.69. He said, D, he said, whatever you want. He said, just say it. And I started saying, I'm so ready for graduation. I didn't even have the money to buy my cap and gown. It was $10. I didn't even have the money. I was so poor. But I used to always say, I'm going to join the Marine Corps. I'm ready. I'm ready. I couldn't run. I hate to run, but I can outrun anybody in this room. I hate to run. But I started just doing that. You know what's so crazy? He never joined the Marine Corps under my watch. I never believed none of that stuff really he was telling me in front of him and on his watch. But now I believe all that because I spoke everything into my life because I found out who I didn't know exactly who I was, but I know what I wanted. I knew my next move. I knew where I was going. I knew I wanted a wife. I knew I wanted a kid. I can tell you right now, you can put me on a lie to take the test. My son, the way he look now, I saw him in my dreams. Like my son, it's my firstborn child. I saw him in my dreams, like literally. And I always look at him like a gem, like I created this. Like that's crazy. And this boy Nathan, I'm telling you, he did. 2 years later, he joined the Marine Corps. He talked about the government. He joined the Marine Corps. And the Marine Corps made him a better man. And when you see him, he got a clean cut. He had been religious 4 years. He got a clean cut. He looked good. He clean. You know, he looked like a whole different person. He got a wife. He got a family. He the owner of their family funeral home. He a whole different person. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because I helped him find his why, and he helped me find my why. Because years later, my wife was trying to tell me about all this manifestation, meditating, praying, words of actions. I was like, babe, I already know about all that. Because every time he told me that, I'd go fishing. Because I was catching fish to sell, fish to help my grandma when we was raised. I had to help my grandma make money. So I used to go fishing. I used to be out there, and I'd be just chilling and I'd be finding me. But I'm telling you, it's so many different stages. I said, next move, right? Next mission. Once, like this man right here, he done his cleaning. Once you get to a focal point, what happens is you have to grow again. You have to grow again. You have to go again. See, there's no such thing as holding nobody else accountable. It's self-accountability. You start yourself accountable. What happens is you turn into a leader. And leaders don't wait on nobody else to lead. They take action. That's why I love the Marine Corps. Marine Corps, we lead. If he gets shot, I don't worry about him because he's shot. What I do is I get in front of him. I call him medic. I don't try to be the medic. I give cover fire. Cover. So what you got to do is, as you being doing self-accountability, knowing everything you do, training everything, you be a leader in your field. You be a leader. You be creative. You start developing new ways to do business. And also what you do is anybody on your team, they slacking, right? So you cover them. And what you do is, why you provide training and resources for them. Because that's what will happen. Eventually, you're going to get hurt. You might get hurt. You don't know what you might get to a point where you get in your marriage, you might get pregnant. I'll tell you one thing, my wife, she 8 months and she about to pop. My wife is a strong woman, but it ain't nothing like a baby. My wife be telling me she can't even get out. My wife can't even ride me up here. She wanted to ride, she couldn't even ride in the car because your body, the baby, drain you. So no matter how strong you is, I'll tell you something, you can be a leader as much as you want. You still gonna need people to help hold you accountable. So when you find who you are, I promise it's gonna be the best thing that happened in your life, in your business. It's some people right now you do business with. You got anybody who aggravates you to do business with? Mute the camera.
No, I'm good. I mean, I'm pretty easygoing, so.
So you don't have no companies that they got miscommunication or nothing like that? Nobody like you ever try to do business with?
I mean, I've had it happen, but right now it's fine.
See, you know what I'm saying? Like any problems you have in business, I promise, when you get to know yourself, you be like, you see a person like, I realize this is the lower on the totem pole is with all the people complaining about the president, the government, all that stuff. The people with the least amount of money, they talk about all the problems. I was at like one of my friends' house. We were grilling shit, shrimp, shish kebab and stuff. And somebody came over there and they was like, they were basically just talking about problems. And they was talking about the problems in the city. And me, I talk about the political problems, like how they want me to run for mayor in my city, Macomb. And they talk about basically like stuff that's going on in the city, like the people. I don't talk about what people got going on. I talk about money. I talk about business. And what you'll notice is, as you start climbing, problems will be different. So when somebody say something like, hey, so-and-so just died. Like my plumber, I'm building a snowball field, so I called his name Kent Boyd. So I was like, hey, I'm trying to get a quote from Kent. This is Dee, y'all did my house, y'all did a great job, man. Keep good water pressure. She's like, oh, Dee, Kent died like a month after doing the company, he died. And I was like, oh, man. I was like, well, I was like, oh, man, I hate to hear that, and just sit there and I don't want to hear about the whole situation. That's it. I promise, as you grow, you're going to turn into a whole different person. And you're going to change your name. You're going to change your name to something. You're going to become a whole different, you're going to develop your brand. Because I promise, everybody in this room is a business. If a person buy you, pay for your lunch because they like doing business with you as a person. Business is not transactions, making money. Business is, hey, how you doing? A little conversation at the park. Business, because that's how it starts, right? You do cleaning. So especially at church, Lord Jesus, that's where it really starts. You get to church, what you do to people? You say, hey, how you doing? My name's so-and-so, and this is what I do. I'm a web designer. That's how you do it. But if you know yourself, you don't have to, this is what I do. Because if I ask you, who are you? You're supposed to be able to tell me who you are.
I'm kind of getting from what you're saying by know yourself as know your edge.
Know your edge.
So know what your tool does and how it performs differently from others.
And your tool can always change because if you're working on a car, you may have all the tools. Think about this. That's why I'm talking about having your team, having your soldiers behind you. You have all your tools to do this job on this floor right here. And it's so crazy. You could be doing perfect. You may get to a point where you need a tool that you didn't even know you need because guess what? When problems come up, guess what? You might not have that tool, but if you got the right type of team, like these two, right? That's why they build a team. Because it's somebody like, hey, they have the most simplest thing. Never is no such thing. You is just in the military teaches you are just as strong as your weakest link. So you need everybody to have some type of gym. Because I'm gonna tell you, you can do this tile floor in here, and if you ain't got that right there, you don't have the little nails to tack that little divider down right there. Oh man, that job not done. In this room, he cleaning. If he cleaning in here and he use some type of smell, like he might use something, so you might put some stain on this floor, right? But it's so crazy. If he ain't got no caution tape, if his wife or somebody ain't getting no caution tape to put over that door, what's somebody do in this room? They'll step right in it, right? It's so simple. When you know yourself, you have self-accountability, not hold others accountable, because you can't trust nobody. You can't trust yourself. You trust. Only thing you trust is the process. The process is the most important thing. What you do is you plan. But you can't even trust the plan. So what I'm basically saying is no right or wrong in life. You just gotta be ready. Remember I was telling you about planning? I told y'all about planning, right? When I walked up, I didn't have no plan on what I was gonna do this morning. One thing I did, I just got on the highway. I was going about 95. Police, if you listen, you can't give me a ticket, I'm here. All right. So I was driving, and I started listening to a podcast my friend sent me last night. The guy was talking about discipline, like being a leader. I love discipline. I love being like the leader aspect of life. Okay, and he was talking about how one thing that keep people from doing stuff is it's not no magical pill. You know how people say they write their schedule out? I got a friend, he worked about $50 million, and he said, I hate schedules, I hate routines. Now, if he hates schedule, hate routine, got $50 million, damn a routine, damn a schedule. But I'm gonna tell you why he don't like them. Because there's one reason. Because it keeps you from doing a lot of things at times. Because you may be a person who need a schedule, need to see what they're doing. I don't write down what I do. I just do it. I was raised by a preacher. We'll come to church. We'll have a sermon he worked on. He didn't preach it to me. I can lip talk the whole sermon he about to preach. And guess what they do when we get in the parking lot? Because your vibration changed, your energy, it changed. Life is steady changing. So what you think you need to be doing as a person? Like I said, constantly evolving into the person that you need to be. I'm telling you, when you get to find that person, you'll be good. So when you doing your thing in the room right now, see, I didn't come up here to talk about me, because I know who I am. When you doing your thing, you tell you on your phone right now? All right, what you doing on your phone? Business or Facebook?
I'm sharing on Facebook Lives, two of my personal pages.
All right, now that's your business, right? Now who are you?
Me, I consider myself as more of a marketer. Mm-hmm. That's why I define myself. So if you actually search me as Commodity Digital Marketer, my website ranked #1 for that on Google. So I want to define myself as a marketer, Commodity Digital Marketer.
Okay. Do you make money from that?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let me ask you this. All right. So with your digital marketing, when I meet you,
Yeah.
how do I get a feel that you're a digital marketer?
For me, just
See how you was on your phone just then?
yeah.
A digital marketer always touching technology. Always. Like
Yeah.
always gotta, like they watch it different. You see how men watch it different?
Mm-hmm.
You always different. Like you always tech savvy. So with you see how you don't have nothing on you that tell me like you do what you do? You should always be an example of what you do. Like always, just always. Like somebody asked me, like you said I'm up here, this is how I dress. Like literally, this is how I dress. My grandma always asks me, she always said, like this man right here. This man right here is ready to give you a quote. He got on his nice shoes, he got on his pants, nice. This man ready to go to work right now. Ain't you ready? Yeah. You tell that man, hey, Buff Diesel, that man, he ready.
I'm going a little bit further than where you're going. I think my problem is someone said that people that don't go to the next level, they're afraid of success. Mm-hmm. And that's my thing right now, afraid of success. And what I mean by success is now I got even more responsibilities. Now I have even more customers. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't have a like me. I don't have nobody next to me that will help. So in my mind, I'm thinking, how do I go forward? Because I don't have another me. I can't do it all. I could do my own marketing. I could attempt to do my own website and all the other stuff. But my fear is, when I get there, how do I handle all this? Because right now, things are a little bit overwhelming. People calling me. And that's why all this technology was designed, because you don't need all that. You don't need to worry about all that. Somebody else is doing that. You focus on this other thing. I'm a people person. You know, I'm an extrovert. I like to talk to people. So the thing is with me is that I can talk to anybody. My key is that I want you to see me. And the first thing I do, people say, I like him. I want to buy from him. Yeah. Because friends buy from friends. That's what you
You fear them meeting that guy that you hired in on the like I had a lawn care service. I had a lawn care service. I got a pressure washing company. People call me, I don't even do business no more. All right. My wife had a trucking company, construction company, all this. And one thing I don't like you don't like that guy that's on the phone. He taking a break and he smoking a cigarette on site. I don't like it. And that's what you scared. You scared of like when they meet up, you fear when people they got on your shirt and they over here, they at Walmart or something. So and so. Yeah, I told her if I see him, I'll punch him in the face. You know, like you scared of that. But I'm gonna tell you something. The way your employees act, that ain't got nothing to do with your business because they know one thing. Your business, if he acting crazy, but the floors clean, that don't matter. This is my saying. I say in my house. The Marine Corps taught me this. When shit get hard, go hard. To whom much is given, much required, right? You got a billionaire. People say rich people got it easy. A billionaire with 5,000, 10,000 employees under him, he a leader. He got himself. You think he got it easy? Each one of them people you hire, don't look at it like, so think about this. You have your family, right? As a man, it's your job to take care of your family, right? So you gotta say like this, them are your children. You gotta take care of them. When they mess up, you can't go to them like, hey, you gotta go to them like, hey man, how you doing? Hey man, I wanna just talk to you, take out the It's an investment. Like all this is like, you're not doing it. I'm not up here talking to y'all because I'm doing this for Dee Martin. I'm doing this for my kids. I'm building my business, I'm building relationships with my kids. Cause see, when I die, I don't have to worry about them saying, I want my great grandkids to know who Dee Martin is, the real Dee Martin. I want them to know that the reason why they driving in that new hovercraft is because of me. So you gotta say to yourself, okay, with this legacy I'm gonna leave behind, how much am I supposed to have to kill in order for my next generations to live? So you have to, like I was saying, you gotta die every day. You gotta die every day. It's stuff, whatever you don't wanna do, that's your inner being inside of you telling you that's what I need to be doing. Whatever, like me, I'm gonna tell you, I hate to run. But I promise once I get going, and if you don't expand, forget it. If you don't you say, you know, I don't wanna do it, just don't do it. But I'm telling you, that's part of being a man. Being a man is when you do things that you don't wanna do, but you do them because you have to do them. My wife told me last night, she was like, we was getting in the car. And she's like, babe, she always tell me the last minute, text me something, babe, we out of detergent. And I'm almost home. Damn, gotta go get detergent. I just turn around. I'm always on the go. She complained about me being on the go, but she keep me on the go. I hope she watching. Like, we get in the car, we about to get her some hibachi, and she say, babe, that light on the back porch need to be changed. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't put them LED lights on the back porch. I got it there and I'm holding up my arms. Arms burning, about 5 minutes. No, she about to call me, but my phone didn't call, so she ain't even call. So I'm getting the light bulb, I'm taking one of the light bulbs out, I'm like, okay, I put it in my pocket. So we go to the hibachi. I'm knowing I got to go to Walmart. I forgot the oatmeal because she sent me a whole list of every time I had to have. So I walk in Walmart, get the light bulb, stuff like that, and we get back in the car and we get home. You know the first thing I did as a man, my son, he forgot to get the grocery out of the back of the car. Okay, what I did as a man, I said, okay, how we gonna handle this? I said, DJ, get the grocery out of the car. I didn't say, well, you forgot to get the grocery out of the car. No, I didn't do that. What I did was, I said, DJ, when you get done, get the grocery out of the car. I said, hey, babe, I said, I'm about to go on the back porch. Because my baby, he there, like, a pregnant one with 8 months old, you gotta make sure that you let her know that's responsibility, right? I gotta be in control of the whole house. If a snake come out, I gotta kill it. So I gotta kill this little other snake, right? So when you start to grow, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna aggravate you. When you start planning this, you think the employee was gonna bother you. What's gonna bother you is when you go to writing something, and then it's in your truck on the dash, the whole plan, and that one paper fly out the window. If you don't have problems, you're not growing. You gotta think of your business as a tree. That's how I look at it. Them baseboards you talk about, look at everything. Start, you spend how much time, when last time you spent time with you? When last time you just really just sat down and just, see, I smoked a lot of weed. So when I smoked a lot of weed, it made me sit down. It made me, I'm being real, like, police, forget you. Come talk to my lawyer. All right, so I sat down a lot. And as I sat down, I got a pond out there, and I used to walk around the yard, I used to meditate. And I'd be like, to know yourself is to love yourself and accept yourself. To know yourself is to love yourself and accept yourself. When you know who you are, I'm going back to her. When you know who you are, don't let them worry you. When you sit down, just start sitting down, put your phone, it's something on this iPhone. My wife showed it to me. You can get on this iPhone, and you can press this button right here. Boom. As you notice, somebody can call your phone, you put it on vibrate, it won't show you nothing. You just lay it down. When you take it off, my wife called me, I'm being drugged. Turn it back on. But when you put it on that and you go sit in the church, go on your back porch, anywhere, I don't care where you live. If you got to, put some earphones in, get you some bowls, noise canceling, and you start listening to some meditations, just like something that just like raindrops or something. You know them people you worried about? You would never, the employees you talking about, you would never bump into them. Whatever you worry about though, that's what you're going to attract. So if you say, I don't want bad employees, that's what you're going to attract. If you say, I have a great company, it's a beautiful company. You say, when we get done, you walk in, the people know we've been in there. I got a guy named Tony Oliver. He got a cleaning company up in Chattanooga, Tennessee. What Tony always doing? It's your boy Tony Oliver from TNT Cleaning. We up here, baby. We just got done, baby. Don't nobody put it down like I put it down. The floors is clean. You can slide a marble across them, and the marble will just go through the wall. Like he believe in his product. I just put it down with TNT. He on them affirmation. He believe in that. He believe in his product. If you believe in what you're doing, them people that you talking about not attracting, if you set a standard for yourself, whenever they come to you, they won't even. Do you think little Pookie or do you think little Billy Bob gonna try to work in the White House with the Secret Service? He know he not gonna get hired. So if you set a standard, when you buy your shirts, if you gotta spend, I got my mentor taught me this, in my business part of my mentor, he said if I gotta spend 20% extra just to make sure that I look better than normal, if you gotta spend more money in order to look different, guess what? You're gonna push away certain type of people. So my snowball saying, when you see it, when you come to Summit, Mississippi, it won't be like a snow. It'll be like, you're like, man, that's nice. Like you will know. It'll be so clean cut and nice. It'll have money. And if I gotta spend extra, I gotta spend $5,000 on a fence. I could have put a regular fence to spend $3,000. But I'm putting a real nice fence. It's the fence with the 6x6s with like the top and like the edge and we'll have the lands. It's gonna be real clean cut. If I gotta spend extra $20,000 to make sure that the guy who pull up with his music bumping or the guy who pull out with his shirt off gonna pull up, that's what I'm gonna do. So in your business, if you gotta spend more money to repel certain type of people, that's what you do. Because I guarantee if you said this one thing you give people real, you say, in order to work for my company, we have buffers, we have all type of stuff. You're gonna need your own vehicle, your own truck. And not any type of truck. Let me see your truck. That's gonna knock a lot of people out of the business. Because if you hire people without a car, you just add a headache yourself. And every time when shit get harder, go harder. You in the military, right? Whenever y'all training, you ever got to the point you just tired as hell, and they start saying them cadence? Rico say, up in the morning with the rising sun, gonna run all day till the running done, left, left, right, left. Because you working with people who meet your vibration. These people, we know we tired as hell. You look at your friend, he's like, hell yeah, I'm tired. Then they might, what's your last name? Hits. So they say, Hits, come grab the guy on. You come grab the flag. In the Marine Corps, we do is, it don't matter where you at. They'll say, PFC Martin, won't you come on out? We want to hear you scream and shout. Sing left, left, right, left. Get it, I got it, go. You can be the back of the formation. It's just something about that. Because people who match your vibration. Like people who, everybody know y'all go to the casino, everybody know they need their own money. It's like, that's so much better. If everybody know they ride in separate cars, it's so much better. People who match your vibration. So when they say go, I'm tired as hell. But when they say, this 300 people just heard, this is my time to shine. So when it's time for you to grow, this is your time to show all the people who doubted you in the beginning, this is my time to go. I'm sitting in front of this camera. This is my first time ever speaking in front of people. I don't care about this. What I know is, every time I got an opportunity to shine, I think about where I come from. And then I think about where I'm going. But I focus on where I'm at. So you focus on where you at, and you just keep them two where you want, where you from, where you going, you keep them in your mind. You don't focus so much on this one, you focus on this one, and you focus on your now. So you say, okay, is my abilities that I have now, are they gonna pull me back where I'm at? You say, no. Now, do my potential is gonna pull me close to where I wanna go? You say, I think it can push me further. So what you do is you say, I ain't gonna worry about the past or the future. I'm gonna focus on the present. And what you do is, instead of sitting there, they say, go on, and you don't say, oh shit, they just call my name. You do is you say, huh, you take off. Because guess why? You've been cleaning floors for how many years? A lot of
1995.
So you know, you done ran into every problem. You done seen dead rats, dead cats, you done seen it all. You done killing crime scenes, right? You done clean everything. Really, I'm serious. Like, so what is it you can't handle? Everything you do is what, a process, right? So they didn't train me in the Marine Corps. So I got about 600 feet to get to the front of the formation. So I'm running. I'm getting, that ain't nothing getting there. I'm just something. When you getting started, it ain't nothing wrong with getting started. I'm telling you what gets you. You get to the front of the formation, you grab a guy on a nice flag. It may say, you ain't tracks, you ain't shit. That's Del Mar 21 area, San Diego, California. Penalty. Okay, so you grab a guy on it. I'll tell you how life works. You'll be rolling. Get up there easy. When you be rolling, you be carrying the guy down. Now you run with this nothing but leg, you control it. So you run the guy down, you run with pride, and you like, damn, I'm rolling. But y'all realize this. See, your competition gonna seem like it's passing you up. So you gonna be running, they going this way, you going this way. And they gonna be boom, because y'all both running, right, in different directions. So it's like two trains passing each other. And you gonna be like, damn, I'm moving faster than I was. But you ain't thinking this, these people running with me. All of a sudden, it's time to come to the back of this formation. This is gonna make you a man. You gotta go back and forth, and you turn around, and it's just so crazy how they like ahead of you. And it's like, it's just so hard, because see, the formation, you know, it's slinky effect, right? That's what they want you to do. That's gonna test you as a man, as a Marine. When your business starts seeming like it's all, everybody that's going ahead of you, and you seem like it's slinking effect, no. You stay the course, you just keep on running. And what's gonna happen is, you'll get to the middle of that formation. See, you're gonna stop hearing them when they get behind. Like when they get front, you better hear them is good. But it's like, when you go to running, you're gonna have that customer say, hey, good job, man, you're gonna $50 tip. That's gonna be that person next to you saying, hey, Mark, come on, hoorah. You're gonna hear people motivating you. They gonna motivate you. Only motivation in the world is money. You do everything in the world for money. The world is made off of money and energy. Energy is money. Money is energy transferred. So if I give you $20 right now, I say, hey man, I like you. Man, I give you $20. That shit go ding. You be like, oh. But if I give you a handshake, hey man, I like it. I smile. That's energy. So only thing money is energy transferred. So you gotta find a way to put your what? Energy. What you say? You deliver good. You know who you are. You know what you provide, right? You find out who you are. You know what you provide. So what you do is you put that in a situation to where you be able to transfer that with your service. And what happens is that person will give you the same thing in return. So when you get to the hard points, you won't bump it. You already know what you provide. So you won't bump into so many of them little bad situations if you keep on focusing. And when you get to the middle of that formation, shit, ain't nobody got to tell you nothing. They say, good job, Martin. Because they like, you doing good. You're going to start expanding. You're going to start meeting partners. You happy now because everybody's saying, good job. They clapping for you. They saying cadence. And when you get to the front and you put that guy on back, you're going to be the person that took the place of the other person. They gonna say, you're gonna be running with the guy on in front of the formation, gonna be by the captains and shit. I'm gonna tell you something, the closer you get to the front, I don't know why it's like that. It get easier. It get easier. And I'm telling you, you get to the front, you finally get, you're gonna be like, shit! You're gonna be like, God is good. You gonna start running, you gonna realize, you're like, I was running so hard. You start to slow down, you're gonna literally be, you're like, shit, I'm starting to get tired. Because you build yourself up so much. And that's that different milestone I was talking about. You'll get to a point where you'll be like, all right, I need something else. Like Donald Trump, the president, damn, what's next? What's next? Humanitarian stuff. He's gonna start trying to restore the rain. He's gonna have to find something else. So it's like, when you reach that point, when you get over that fear, you will always fear something else. And the only way you get over fear is when shit get hard, go harder. To know yourself is to love yourself and accept yourself. In the Marine Corps, that's what they taught us. I'm telling you, I'm gonna give y'all 3 tips. I'm telling you, that's the only thing, whenever you don't wanna do something, man, what do you need to do?
Do it.
You do it. I wanted that donut. Damn it, do it. Like Kevin Hart say, do it, damn it, do it. You go ahead and just do it. And when you do it, what it does.
Hey, Mark.
You said you ate the cheesecake, right? When you did it, if it's the right decision, don't think about your inner being. Spend time with yourself, man. Just know yourself. Whenever you make a decision, the inner being gonna say, that wasn't right. And you gonna say, listen to it. It's gonna say, that wasn't right. Because your body and your mind, everything, if it's in line with each other, it's gonna tell you, don't do that no more. And you ain't gonna do it, right? And you might do it again and be like, okay, I did it. Forget it. Self-accountability. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna get you there. And whenever people give you ideas, people who are against you, you know who against you, you know who for you. Your inner being gonna tell you, your spirit gonna tell you who for you. Don't listen to the haters. They ain't nobody. Them know your friend that was in high school, she not your friend. She don't call you all the time. She don't call you. She don't give you great sound advice. They not nobody. Don't tell you listen to. Listen to your husband. You listen to the people who there with you. My wife can tell me, D, don't do business with that person. It never fails because of a person who around you all the time. You make sure. How many times your wife right? About 95%, 98, 99.9.
No, 50%. No, just kidding.
You know. We're going this time. You know she got.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. She got a drone on.
She might be watching this on Facebook Live.
She's
You hear
right
drone?
about
You
that.
hear it? Let me get out there.
She's right a lot of times. It's just that, when you talk about a male ego, he wants to be right.
And you're supposed to want to be right. That's confidence.
He right. He wants to feel like I can take you and lead you as I'm supposed to. And sometimes, we have to push that to the side and listen to the other half and say, okay, what you bringing to the table? Let me listen to it. Let me muddle it over. Okay, yeah, I think we should do what you do, or want to do. I think, I've heard this before. I think what it is the self-doubt. There's no one that tells me you can't do it. No one told me I can't do it. It's just, how do I get there? With all this stuff, with like your friend with the $50 million, you're like, I don't want to do this. I just want to cool out and relax. Yesterday when I had a job, I got to thinking, okay, it's an easy job. You should be able to do it. But it was so much equipment that I take on every job site, so much equipment. And I'm like, that's what I'm really tired of. And then I said, you need that big truck to put more equipment in and have it organized. That's your problem
The
right
box
there.
truck.
Right, that's your problem. And I said, what's your other problem? Well, my business is debt free. I don't like going in debt.
That's your
So
problem.
then I got to thinking, oh man, a truck is gonna cost some money.
Debt does deals. If you in debt, if you ain't in debt, you're not growing.
I heard that before. Somebody even once said in my industry, if you haven't been sued or attempted sued, you ain't doing no business.
If you ain't been
that
broke,
means you
you
had
ain't
a
doing
lot of customers and one probably saying, you messed up and I'm gonna sue you. But that's a bad thing, but that's here nor there. But I think my main point is the fear of where I'm going to go, how do I get there, all this more and more responsibility. Because at one point, my wife used to help me.
Stop worrying about it, just do it.
See,
You're right, just do it, but have anyone had something in life that they are contemplating doing, and then they start thinking, oh, this gonna happen, that gonna happen, this gonna happen, that. And then all of a sudden you start thinking of 1,000,001 things that could happen because you're trying to go in this direction, and you tell yourself, I don't want to go through that.
What's your favorite song?
Well, right now, I really
Whenever that happens, distract yourself.
Guy that sings that song, Thunder and the Lightning, man, I love that.
Whenever something go wrong, sing that song. Me, you know my song is? When I'm fishing, I got a song for every situation. When I'm fishing, and my friend Brady taught me how to bass fish. All right, so if you on my Facebook, you see I went bass fish yesterday. All right, so when I'm fishing, I start singing my song. The fish ain't biting like I want to. I'm like, fishy, I'm calling for you. My friends be like, my son, he was looking at me crazy. I said, DJ, hum this song. I'm telling you, it's like affirmations. Fishy, I need you, fishy. Now, when I'm in the gym, my favorite song is 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz say, it's so good just to be here. Well, well, well. It's so good just to be alive. So when I'm getting to the gym, it's like, I'm like, the people, they know when Dee Martin, when I come to the gym, they know. I don't care if you got an angel on your shoulders. When I come to the gym, if I got my shades on, if you just see me like, if I walk in the gym, I don't say nothing to nobody. I don't even speak. I don't even scan my card or thing. It's on. And I'm not doing that. See, the thing is, you competing with yourself. Find you something to distract you. Whenever you get negative, go get in a cold shower.
I got another, this is something that works for me is, I like to plug into a pre-existing model.
Yes.
So, like for example, if I were doing your business, I'd get like the E-Myth Revisited book on,
Yes, by Michael Gerber.
on audiobook and just listen to that on the way to my job and on the way home and model that system. It's like a checklist-based system that helps.
Work on the business, not at the business.
It's a book about cleaning businesses, among other things, and how they scale to systems and employees. So find something like that you don't have to do all the thinking and worrying.
Because you'll never make money if you worry.
Fear of the debt, there's two types of debt. One, that you consume. The other, you use to generate more so that you can consume. You need to quit worrying about the consuming, eliminate the consuming one, but have the one that you generate, because if you have that big truck, you can do more jobs. Those jobs will pay for those things. You have to get your mind out of the consuming one because you fear that because there's nothing coming in. The actual one, that debt, you're going to be paying it back because you're going to be doing those jobs. So if you trust in yourself doing your business, then you'll put that money on the line and bet that, and you will reward yourself, because in 3 years, even if you do the same amount of business and you shave a little bit that to put it there, 3 years, you've got that asset to be able to generate the money, and there's no cost.
And you can't do business with me if you don't have no equipment. So if you come to my place, my guy who mowed my grass, his name is Barron O'Quinn. Barron is country and damn cowboy boots in the middle of Texas, hog hunting, he country. Okay, when Barron pulled up to my house, it was a guy named, what's his other boy name? I forgot his name. Black. F-250, brand new off the lot with a big old gooseneck trailer with a John Deere. He came out, he jumped out of the truck, black tin on. His truck always clean. This other boy truck's always clean, but he had an F-250. And when Barron come, he got that John Deere. The boy had a scab. Now, when Barron cut grass, it's just something about that John Deere and that F-250 in your driveway. It's something about it. Because he had the new equipment, he got that look. He don't cut no grass no better. It's just the look. He don't cut it better. It's just like, and I'm paying Barron more. He went from cutting that property to my other properties. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the look. So when you come to me, if you got like a little old van, I don't care if you clean floors so good that I can roll a dime across and the dime just start spinning as I roll. No, what it is it's your presence. Because see, what happens is, if I'm a millionaire and you outside of my house, I need you to look like what I am. Whoever you connect to, like I said, do business to know yourself, that's what you're going to be. I'm going to tell you how one way you get over that. You said you got out of the gym. That's one of my first tips for y'all. You need to get back in the gym. You get in the gym, the gym builds confidence. I'm starting my workout program today. It's a thorough workout program. Like, it's hard as hell, high reps. But I like it. Because I know if I can beat them high reps, that means I can stay up all night on my MacBook. I can be writing my book. I can do my podcast. I got Elena Cardone on gonna be on my podcast. I got great people. I got Patrick Bet Davis gonna be on my podcast. Because you know what I did? I made a video. I can show it to y'all. I told Patrick, what's up, in front of my house? What's up, man? I just want to let you know, man, you might want to block me or something, because I'm going to keep on messaging you. Like, it is what it is, so block my ass. You know what he did? He said, when you get 100 episodes on your podcast, he said, hit me up, I'll be on your podcast. This is Patrick Bet Davis. He got 587,000 people on his Instagram. Elena Cardone got about 1.2 million. What you think gonna happen to them? Like, if you grow your company and your company look good, you got an website, they got your nice website, you got an app that can show people where you at. They might need a cleaning service day, and you got an app that, oh, he right here. Well, if he right here, I could just book a quick clean. Because everybody, I'm telling you this, at my house, I don't want cleaning service tomorrow. I want cleaning service today. Like, I'm at home, I'm chilling, all of a sudden, I see a little dust butter, I need somebody to come right now. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow I might not feel like it. So what you do is you get an app made, they make your app. I don't give an app costs $10,000. You get you an app, a creative app. You need to take that idea. Get you an app that when you have people in the area, who just like, somebody say, man, I need my stove clean. Boom. Every service costs $75. Mandatory $10 tip. Just think about that. That's what you do. You gotta be different. You get in the gym, ideas start coming to you. You start eating cleaner. You say that cold water. Cold water ain't nothing if you ain't in the gym pushing it out. It ain't nothing. You get in the gym, first thing you do, you walk in, you just walk in. And you don't talk to nobody. They got gym rats. They got people in the gym who just in there just to distract you. They have no life. You walk in the gym, you okay, hey, how y'all doing? Somebody try to, not right now, man. Like Kevin Hart said, I look at Hart. Not right now, man. I got somewhere I gotta go. I gotta be. Like, not right now. I'm in the gym. We can talk after I get done working out. You walk in, you start stretching, and you start listening to your music. Just kind of get yourself in your little, talk to yourself. People say he crazy. Talk to yourself. You're like, okay, I let you know what I'm saying. Gotta call this plumber. You know, you stretch and you like, okay, like you, be goofy, be with yourself. When you get stretched, you're gonna be like, if you stretch 30 minutes and you leave, that's cool. But you're just in there. You you away from the house, you away from everything. So when you start stretching and stuff, then first thing you go get on the treadmill. Don't try to lift weights. I know you're strong, don't do that. Baby steps. Even run your business. You take baby steps. I'll tell my wife tell me I'm impatient. No, I'm not. I'm patient to patient situations, and I'm impatient to impatient situations. You know what I'm saying? So you go on the treadmill, you just start walking. You gotta walk 50 miles. It is what it is. Your body gonna tell you. You stand on the treadmill until your body say, okay, I think I'm ready to do something. Don't try to go do no push-ups. Go do stuff that you know you can do. Don't try to go grab the biggest weights because your pride in the way. I know I used to lift them 80-pound dumbbell. My workout, I'm not going over 85 pounds on the bar. I'm not squatting no more than 85 pounds. I'm not lifting no more than a 30-pound, 25-pound dumbbell. And I'm gonna look better than everybody. And they come tell you something. It ain't about how much you doing, what's all paid for. It's about the consistency. See, little stuff with high reps, that make a big difference. It do. It's gonna make you look like that. Like Thor, little brother. You get in the gym, the next thing you need to start focusing on your diet. Because what's gonna happen is it's so crazy. You ever been somewhere, man, and you start doing some work, like you go to the gym, what's the first thing you want after the gym? Something to eat. Something to eat. You want something to eat. Why do you think you want something to eat? Because your body is pushing out stuff. It's in motion. Tony Robbins said that. He said on the edge, he said that you gotta move. You gotta move. You start moving them toxins, that doubt start leaving. Because you say, damn. And then say, put your phone over the time. Like, hey, your phone, put your phone over the time. If you've been walking 30 minutes, you've been walking 2 miles, you're like, damn, I ain't walked 2 miles in 10 years. You just tell yourself, you're like, that's a good milestone. So get in the gym. The next thing is, do what it is that you don't feel like doing. We already talked about that. Do stuff that you really need to do. So if you start saying, okay, you know what, man, I'm gonna call this guy to clean the service. You know what, man, I'm gonna pressure wash my house. You know what, man, I'm gonna get my pond restocked. I got my pond restocked Saturday. Folks got it stocked a year and a half ago. I got to restock them and they feel good. My wife and my kids out there now, we can feed the fish more crickets, replacing it. So in August, I'll be able to have a big fishing trip. Invite people to come down and fish. I'm doing stuff that I don't want to do. Spend the money so you can make the money. Grant Cardone said, he said, spend the money. Spend it. Your equipment, how old is your equipment? What's the newest piece of equipment you have?
My carbon blow sweep machine.
How old is it?
Not even a year old yet.
It's old.
I had an old rinky-dink MacBook laptop, and everybody else told me, don't buy a new laptop. You don't need to buy a new laptop. To me, I said, you know what? I need the best tool for what I'm going to do because this is my future. This is my life. Mm-hmm. So if I'm going to invest in myself, I need to go get the best thing I can to help me. So I went out. I got a $5,000 computer, and still to this day, I owe $1,000 on that computer. But it's taken me from point A to here. And I mean, it's the best computer that I could have got.
And I just got one.
You gotta invest in what
$300 little HP
right.
to a $1,700 MacBook.
The unit that I do have, that's the best in the industry.
But guess what though? It's the best in the unit right now. A new iPhone just came out, right? It's never the best. It's never the best. It's never the best alone. Did you pay for it cash or what you did? You leasing it?
No.
Lease.
Yeah.
Lease it every time. I don't want it no more. I want another. They glad. They glad. They trust me. Trust me. When you come up there, I got a steel. Steel just came out pressure wash. I got a steel. Okay, if I come to steel, hey, I want to trade this one back in, I want another. They be like, oh shit, man, come on. If no gonna go up a little bit, they gonna take that one, sell it, probably lease to somebody else who ain't got no credit or something to this. They don't care about that because they know if you using it, do you count the hours you put in your equipment?
It counts the hours. Yeah.
It counts the hours itself. Every time you get to a certain amount of hours, you look at that. Do what you don't want to do. The next thing is, like I already said it, because y'all pushed me to it. I said, well, y'all, that's my time. My name is Dee Martin, aka the real Dee Martin. Anybody got any questions?
Anyone be great to say thanks.
Oh, all right. Well, thank y'all for listening to me. All right.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you. I just want to thank Steve for volunteering his time to come speak at our mastermind. Our next mastermind is next month. I don't know what day it is. The first Wednesday of next month.